community taking action after several students are robbed while walking home from school.
We want our students to feel safe, that somebody's paying attention to them just by being out, and that it doesn't happen anymore.
The so-called power hour to keep our children out of harm's way.
Hi, everyone. We have a mild evening and more 70-degree temperatures. Let's look at that forecast coming up.
New restrictions against a petroleum company in Northern Virginia. How this new action is related to a deadly home explosion last month.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan. New safety concerns in Prince George's County tonight. There are reports of students being attacked while walking home from school. Now, some of these concerns are for students at Flowers High School in Springdale. Now the community is stepping up to do something about it. Our Prince George's County reporter, Marie Sisse, spoke to students and neighbors about their efforts to put a stop to it.
Imagine walking home from school and someone tries to attack you for your clothes or even your school items. That's what some students here at Charles Herbert Flowers High School say they're experiencing, and now the community is finding ways to ensure students feel safe walking home.
This is my own neighborhood. I live here, so it makes me feel uncomfortable that I have my peers who are being targeted for wearing what they feel is, what they're comfortable in.
Sydney Hassan, a senior at Flowers High School, is concerned about her peers allegedly being attacked as they're walking home from school.
They're getting the kids for jackets and shoes, and that's kind of sad because those are things that we need to be able to go home. Now
the Ardmore Springdale Civic Association and Flowers High School principal is asking the community for help. They want neighbors to stand outside their homes between 2 and 3 p.m. as students are walking home from school.
We ask our community just to come outside, walk their dogs, just stand out on their porch, water their flowers, just be made available during the times that our students are walking home so they can feel safe on their way home from school.
County Council Chair Jolene Ivy says these attacks are happening all across the county, even to elementary school students.
Our young people are being targeted by criminals. They're having coats and shoes taken from them. Young kids are even having their Chromebooks taken. And we just want it to stop.
And they're hoping with neighbors being outside and remaining vigilant, students like Hassan will feel safe again walking home.
So if you don't feel comfortable here, then where do you truly feel comfortable as a student?
Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Marie Sisse, DC News Now.
All new today, the search is underway for Montgomery County's next superintendent of schools. And tomorrow, the Board of Education is putting out a survey to seek input from parents. Former superintendent Dr. Monifa McKnight and the board chose to separate back in February after months of controversy. Parents who spoke to DC News Now say they have mixed feelings about the board and have concerns about transparency.
I want to know the background of any superintendent that they're thinking about hiring. I want to know if there were any skeletons in that person's closet.
Somebody who will objectively look at what needs to happen to make the schools wonderful again.
Well, teachers and staff of the school district are also being asked to complete this survey. Well, the cherry blossoms in DC's Tidal Basin have reached stage 4, happened today. And during this stage of blooming, the pink buds become more noticeable. If you can see here from our video this afternoon from the cherry blossoms there, looking pretty good. The cherry blossoms are now just 2 stages away from peak bloom. And Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, I know you're calling for peak bloom a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, March 20th,
Yep.
The day after spring. Typically, March 20th is usually the first day of spring, but since it's a leap year, that changed this year. And I'm excited for it whenever it happens because we've seen the 70s. It's a clear night out there. Winds have finally diminished. And guess what, folks? You're going to hit rinse, repeat on this cycle going into tomorrow. So if you enjoyed today, I'm going to give you another day to enjoy it. And guess what? Thursday as well, with winds being very limited and highs back into the 70s. Really, you can leave the coat at home the next couple of days. I don't want you to get rid of it. And the reason I say this, we have a major cool down that's going to happen going into next week. Satellite composite radar limited cloud coverage across the region. Some sections of Montgomery County seeing some high cirrus clouds, but all in all, we're nice and quiet up and down the east East Coast due to our next storm system that's going to come in on Friday. That is going to be the big weather talker. Really, this front will race across the country. Here's winds. They are very light, sustained winds, but we have seen some sporadic gusts from Hagerstown, Washington County, down towards northern Virginia, parts of Prince George's County, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Let's get you out the door tomorrow morning on the warm side by 9 a.m. We're back into the middle 50s. We're going to quickly warm up tomorrow afternoon yet again with this big storm system on Friday. There's potential of some severe weather. Let's talk about it coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. Meanwhile, all new tonight in Virginia, Loudoun County is blocking a major fuel provider from delivering propane tanks to homes. This all comes weeks after a gas leak led to that deadly home explosion in Sterling. Our Northern Virginia reporter, Max Marcilla, reports the move is not permanent just until that company completes its first fire code update.
Southern States Cooperative is the company that provided the propane tank to the home that exploded. Now, neighbors in this Sterling community say they feel the move is a good idea, though they admit it's one that might not have a huge impact since most of the homes in this area are electric. But they said it's worth it to make sure that everyone is safe until they get the answers they still want. It's been 3.5 weeks since this home exploded. What's left behind tonight is signs of an ongoing investigation and a change in the name of safety. Loudoun County Fire and Rescue's fire marshal says they're restricting any deliveries or transfers of propane tanks to the county or any towns within it until Southern States Cooperative completes its fire code updates. They went on to say in a statement both parties hope to have these updates completed as quickly as possible to help reduce the impact on the community.
It is just concerning if there's maybe a more systemic issue that could be happening to other people as well.
We know propane leaked from a 500-gallon underground tank with gas going into and around the home. But what we don't know is what ignited the fuel, causing the massive explosion.
For the people who live here, it's a question also of liability, and obviously, sadly, for the firefighter who died. So, I'm glad the fire department's looking into it.
Southern States says it cannot comment further because of that ongoing investigation, but did tell us it is cooperating with authorities on both the investigation and all requirements. We did ask Southern States some specific questions. We wrote an email to them asking if they've had problems with propane leaks in some of their tanks, specifically some of the larger tanks, but because of that ongoing investigation, they declined to answer those questions. Reporting in Sterling, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, back in the district, we have new details tonight. Metro Transit Police are trying again to crack down on fare evasion. Starting Monday, anyone caught jumping a Metro gate in D.C. will be required to give their real name and address to an officer for a citation. But anyone who refuses will face arrest or fine. The update is part of D.C.'s newly passed crime bill. Previously, officers could only ask someone to leave the station or pay that fare. Happening now, an aid ship with 200 tons of food is on its way to Gaza. That ship is part of a pilot program to open a sea corridor to the territory for the war-torn region. The food was gathered by the World Central Kitchen charity based right here in Washington, D.C. It is all being transported by a Spanish aid group and is expected to arrive in Gaza in 2 to 3 days. This would be the first shipment of aid by sea delivered to Gaza since that conflict began back in October.
We have been doing this by trucks, with hundreds of trucks crossing the food aid to Gaza with airdrops, and now we're doing this by sea. We hope that this is going to be the first of many boats going to Gaza with aid, because we, when the workers in the kitchen, have been there and understand that we need to have as many ways to bring aid to the people of Gaza.
The U.S. military is planning to build a sea bridge near Gaza to help deliver aid by boat, but it'll likely be several weeks before that's ready for use. In the district today, ceasefire protesters, you can see here, interrupted a budget meeting at the Wilson building today. About 30 to 40 people entered a hearing room chanting "No genocide" and D.C. Council is complicit.
The D.C. Council has erroneously said that ceasefire in Gaza is not relevant or important to D.C. local politics, and we're here to tell them why that's not the case.
You can't say that you care about people being killed and carjacked here in D.C. and not care about kids in Palestine and children and women being killed in Palestine.
Those protesters were escorted out of the building by security, but no arrests were made. Meanwhile, earlier in the day, people rallying on the steps of the Wilson building calling for a vote on the Healthy Homes Act. That would help stabilize energy bills for low and middle income D.C. households.
We know that we have disproportionate public health harms in wards 7 and 8. So we think the Healthy Homes Act clearly is going to benefit DC's most vulnerable families.
That act also includes measures to swap out gas appliances with electric alternatives such as heat pumps and induction stoves.